disgusted with its cubicle job. Yada, yada, yada.
Hopefully the world will never sink lower in its accumulation of cliches than it does in this classic tale of man disgusted with work.
Please tell me that much is true. Anyway, the play begins with Carlton typing away at a typewriter. He is typing in what is set up to be a small house or apartment. Suddenly, his girlfriend opens the door with a feeling of houtiness. Then she slams it.
She gives Carl a dirty look. The girl's name is Di, short for Diane. Di works as a curb salesman at some overly expensive store in the mall, which exclusively sells overly priced purses.
She feels that if she keeps up with the styles of the times, she will be intellectually sufficient for whatever time she may encounter. On the other hand, what Carlton actually wants is the real thing.
Or, in other words, that intangible aura that makes you step back from the world and appreciate its greatness. Di thinks if she stepped back from the world, she would fall over the edge and into a black hole.
That should give you the gist of their relationship. Play begins.
I saw you talking to that lady from work yesterday.
Well, I saw you talking to that lady from work yesterday.
Hold on, wait a second. I should probably mention, Carlton also acts in his plays. That's important. Carry on.
I saw you talking to that lady from work yesterday.
I saw you talking to that lady from work yesterday.
You know, I'm getting a little tired of you two. You're forcing me to suspect that you're a little more than friends.
Well, you're forcing me to suspect that you have no friends. Anyways, we are more than friends. We're associate employees. At the start of each month, we have a big meeting where the boss tells us that we're members of the team, like firefighters or a pit crew at a NASCAR race. It's pretty powerful stuff. It helps out with the productivity.
Oh, that's rich. You hate work. You never stop whining about work every morning and every night, and now you're going to start lecturing me because you're so enthusiastic about the company's productivity. Why don't you just tell me what you two were talking about? Wouldn't that be easier?
Wait a second. Stop everything, Claire. You're really not delivering this the right way. Di's supposed to be arrogant, much less likable. She's an actress. Always wrong. Always ready to say someone else is wrong. You need to give them something to respond to here. Got me?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. See, there was this girl in back in high school, and she thought she was all sophisticated because her mom lived in New York, and she'd go up and visit her on weekends. And one time, she wrote a report about how Jackson Pollock was her favorite artist, except she spelled Pollock with an A. Of course, I was the only one who noticed, and everyone else thought she was all culturally conscious. I'm gonna play that girl.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. That's make it really insufferable. Let's try this again.
Play on. I saw you talking to something from work yesterday.
I saw you talking to that lady from work yesterday.
You know, I'm getting a little tired of you two. You're forcing me to suspect that you're a little more than friends.
Yeah, well, you're forcing me to suspect that you have no friends. Anyways, we are more than friends. We're associate employees. At the start of each month, we have a big meeting where the boss tells us that we're members of the team, like firefighters or a pit crew at a NASCAR race. It's pretty powerful stuff. It helps out with the productivity.
Oh, that's rich. You hate work. You never stop whining about work every morning and every night, and now you're going to start lecturing me because you're so enthusiastic about the company's productivity. Why don't you just tell me what you two were talking about? Wouldn't that be easier?
Okay, fine. Yeah, I hate my work. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? But I actually met someone who is kind of cool today, and unfortunately happens to be female. I was going to ask her to come to my play next week.
Oh, God, of course. You and your plays. When are you going to stop that nonsense? It's obvious you're never going to make any money off of it. I mean, the critics trash every play you write, and frankly, I think you're rather pretentious myself.
Pretentious? My plays are not pretentious. They're about preconceived notions regarding reality, the stage, and human relationships. If you ask me, the very idea of a $4,000 purse is far more pretentious to me.
Well, pretentious or not, $4,000 purses pay the bills. And you know, for a while, they've been paying the bills that your plays have produced.
Fine. If you want to support my plays, that's just fine with me. Because shade, happy. I'll have to think of something else.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Oh, all right. Expect another revision for tomorrow's rehearsal. Let's take it back to where we were. You start.
Well, pretentious or not, $4,000 purses pay the bills. And you know, for a while, they've been paying the bills that your plays have produced.
You don't want us to my plays, that's just fine, yada yada, so maybe you'll realize that great art doesn't need money.
No. God, Carl. You were way off there. Where's the enthusiasm?
Are you
Tired?
stupid or something? Or have you not been paying any attention to your actors? I was saying a line without emotion because the line sucked.
Oh. Okay, then, carry on.
Man, that guy's stupid.
You created him, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, all the directors I've had have been pretty awful. In fact, I blame the lack of my commercial success due to incompetent directing. So yeah, I wrote it that way.
Hey, are y'all still in your play? Because I've got a question. Can I ask the question?
Who the hell are you?
But that doesn't matter. I could be a potential go to your play guy. Anywho, is this going to be one of those plays that's supposed to, blow our minds and broaden our horizons or whatever?
To tell you the truth, sir, I don't really know what you're talking about.
So now you're just going to sit there and act like you're not doing a freaking play right before my eyes.
Well, technically, we're not doing a play. You see, we're acting, but we're not right now because you're interrupting us. So do you mind letting us continue?
Okay, listen, if this is that intellectual stuff, I'm out of here. I did not come here to be mentally challenged. I can tell you that listening to Kansas.
Well, frankly, man, you're not even supposed to talk in the middle of a play. So there's that. Secondly, I don't think there's ever been a play that's been written that wouldn't challenge your intellect.
Oh, all right. No need to be so mean. I just want it to be engaging. You don't want to confuse this audience here, do you? Once you confuse people, you lose their interest because you make them feel stupid. That's why people revolt angrily against art they don't understand. It makes them feel stupid and insults their intelligence. You don't seem to know your audience.
Okay, who on earth is this loser?
I'm the guy who's going to introduce you to your audience. And all right, here's your audience. I watch TV for the commercials. I listen to radio for the commercials. I watch movies for the previews. You need to have your play up here together.
No. Elevate them. Help them grow intellectually.
There's that word again. Intellectual. Do you water a pot plant by pouring water on the ground next to it? With your complex, elevated plays, you're missing the mark that is the everyman, the audience, the me. And your play will fail.
Well, I'm sure you have plenty of great ideas. They'll make the show better.
Well, yeah, actually, contrary to what you might think, I do have some ideas. I'm committed to excellence in all areas of performance, Miss Lady. Yes. So what's the name of the character you're playing?
Di.
What kind of name is that? Your name, Junichi?
It's short for Diane.
Okay, well, first off, you're just not a likable character. You obviously care way too much about how people perceive you, and I'm right, it says here you work in an overpriced handbag store.
But I think that's what Carl wanted to go for.
Oh, and I take it that the audience is supposed to sympathize with the male countenance. And I tell them good luck.
Oh, so far, this guy's insulted us, our play, and plays everywhere. What are you actually going to do something constructive like you said you would?
Get in there, patience. Okay, so I take it this relationship between you two is somewhat dysfunctional, am I right? Right. So what I'm thinking to emphasize that further is instead of facing each other like any functional couple, you face away from each other. In fact, you face opposite directions.
So I'm supposed to walk into the house backwards?
Right.
I mean, I guess we can give it a try. Maybe it'll get him to leave us alone. Let's do it. Take it from the top.
You know, he warns us of the dangers of intellectualism. Here I am, walking around backwards, talking to no one. Any audience that doesn't get confused by this must be filled with James Joyce clones.
Play on.
Saw you talking to that lady from work yesterday.
Yeah, well, I saw you talking to that lady from work yesterday.
You know, I'm getting a little tired of you two. You're forcing
shocking at first, but I think it'll be effective on an instinctual or emotional level.
You realize you're talking about bags, right?
I'm sure we can find something backstage. Lunch bags?
All right, but if you ask me, this guy's kind of off his rocker. Why should we trust him anyways? He knows jack squat about play.
That is precisely the point. I want to run a play that people who know nothing about plays will appreciate. Something that everyone can enjoy together. Say, what's your name anyway?
Chuck Rogers.
Nice to meet you, Chuck. Can you go find those bags?
You know, you're not getting what Chuck's getting at here. He's trying to make a greater statement about everyone's naturally introspective spirit in terms of their deep relationships with others. These are afraid to open up, connect.
No, if they're afraid to open up, their relationship wouldn't have gotten the same things as now, deteriorated, decay, like an old tree.
That would be perfect!
Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. All right, come on. Oh yeah, I love it.
I'm hoping some eye holes.
All right, go to the top.
Play on. Saw you talking to that lady from work yesterday.
Well, I saw you talking to that lady from work yesterday.
You know, I'm getting a little tired of you two. You're forcing me to suspect that you're a little more than friends.
Yeah, well, you're forcing me to suspect that you have no friends.
I don't like this. It ruined the irony of me coming out here because I'm supposed to be the director of the play. I don't have any idea who I am or what I'm doing because I look like a sort of grocery store paper, and this is not a lunch bag.
Well, can't even see what we're doing. So
Oh,
boring.
we're splitting hairs here.
No, we're splitting atoms. Absurdity is the crux of this play. And I don't want to see it get messed up with some arrogant audience. Remember? Wait. Why are you here?
Oh, well, I'm just here because my girlfriend's talking about costumes. We're going to a party after this. Did you guys know Alexander?
Oh, hold on a second, guys. Chuck, I'm sorry, but none of your ideas really work for the stage. They're creative, but naive. You should really learn how to write and direct plays. I was nothing before I learned the masters, and then my creative muse kicked in. You should have seen my college thesis. My professor was so proud of it, he had locked and bound in a case and placed it in the center of his office. And at this very moment, every time some student walks in with some ignorant question, he just points to the paper, my paper, locked in bulletproof glass, and says, "Give up."
I find that hard to believe.
Well, frankly, man, I find you hard to believe. This is the first time anyone's interrupted one of my shows with such little remorse as you.
I'm just trying to help you guys out here.
And we appreciate your help. And I tried, didn't I? No one can deny that. But you have to leave this to the experts. And those experts are me. Now, why don't we just get off the stage and find her?
Now! Okay. Trying to create here, but this one's just a little too personal. Let's take a break. I'll be back in 5 though. I'm ready to do the fight scene. I want to see rage!
What you working on?
I was just working on that one line, remember? Great art doesn't need money.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you working on one of your freaking plays again?
That's none of your business!
I don't care if it's my business or not, even though it is. It's my business that you waste your life writing that garbage when you should be out doing things, seeing things, experiencing life.
Experiencing what? Purses, dresses made out of trash bags, nightgowns made out of Twinkies, sunglasses made out of malaria nets. experience your life, I'll experience mine. Well, what did you do that for? You know what? I'm getting sick of you and your selfishness. I don't even want to look at you anymore. I don't want to.
Fine! You know what? I've spent far too much time on your pretentious thumb. I'm gonna go out there and find someone that likes me for what I like. And I only have, like, the rest of the universe to choose from. So I'm out of here.
Well, you know what? That's fine. That's just fine with me. Go have fun with your cilantro, flavored teas, and enjoy your bliss ignorance.
Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. We've got our radio meters turned on like a volume 6 or 7, and then it'd be at least an eye. You need to put yourselves into the lens of the camera. Don't you realize that you completely hate what the other stands for, Claire? He stands for social activity. He doesn't care about his physical appearance. He doesn't like your friends. Ooh, I can see your fists clenched up now. Good, good. All right, now, Carlton. She wants you to give up on your passion and to spend more time with her, to pretend you like the things she likes, and now it's bored.
Oh, okay. Well, it's getting kind of late. What time is it anyway? Midnight? Geez, we gotta get some rest. We gotta make sure we look fresh for our show.
At least you remember when we're performing.
So, how do you think it's going to be perceived?
Carl, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a lot different from what else I've had, but we worked hard. And it's really gonna make me think about things, you know? You've always been able to do that. Do you wanna go get a drink or something?
Oh, sure.
Doc has been a real jerk.
Yeah, I hope one day she reads this play. That is, if it gets famous enough for someone like her to read it.
The play opened 2 weeks later. Carlton returned home, anxious to read the critics' reviews.
Carlton Cassette's newest play, a play on plays, just might be the big breakthrough he's been waiting for. In his past few shows, he has found it difficult to find his own unique voice. But now I believe that Cassette will have followers of his own. The dialogue, as well as the plot, were idiosyncratic, to say the least. But the writing itself was sprinkled tastily and liberally with refreshing wit. This reviewer recommends anyone and everyone to attend. The show will show for one more consecutive night at the Pascal Theater. And might I be the first person to add that Cassette can safely quit his day job. Chuck Rogers. Chuck Rogers?
3 weeks before this play was written, Di left Carl's sales manager at her store. Rather than being sad or angry about this, Carl was glad, even relieved, to finally have the chance to make fun of her on stage, the place where all human foibles are magnified.
7 months later, Di did see Carlton's play. In New York City, in fact, on one of her periodic visits to her mother. What she did not realize, however, was that Carlton had written it, because she thought the play had been written by an unknown writer by the name of Carson Cassette. She probably thought she was witnessing the birth of the next Tennessee Williams.
It is amazing the difference a few letters can make. She later bragged to her coworkers that Carson Cassette didn't even appear on a Google search because he was so underground. When will Di learn?
It makes you think, would things have been different if Di wrote plays while Carlton focused on material gain and self-preservation?